Hello everyone, I am King of the Darklands, and welcome to another episode of my YouTube channel, second episode. I am once again going up against King of the Fools, and I realized in my last episode I did not have the banners or the health bars on, so I've got them on for this one. Anyways, and on to the armies. I am playing as the Greenskins, led by Grimgor Ironhide, and let's see... He has Gitsnick, along with Grimgor is the best. Wah, because you always take Wah when you're playing as the Greenskins. Stand Your Ground, and of course Wah again. This is SFO version of Wah, which if you want, you can pause the video to see its effects. I also have a whole line of Black Orcs, 3 units of Black Orcs, along with the Crimson Killers, which are an insanely powerful unit. And they got the recent update for the vanilla game in SFO. They're 10 times better. Oh, I also have the Orc Shaman here, and with him I focused on with buffs. I focused on giving him buff spells, mostly for Grimgor. That is plus 22% damage resistance with a Scroll of Shielding, along with Here We Go, Fist of Gork, Brain Burster, just to give him a little bit of damage spell, as well as Wah again. This is his version, and Frenzy, of course, because he's Orc Shaman. He just comes with Frenzy. We also got in the backline. We got 3 units of Night Goblins with spears. This is an SFO only unit, and I just need something with anti-lodge in case my King of the Fools brought cavalry or something, and we combine that with poison attacks. Makes for a pretty useful unit. In the woods, I have Vanguard deployed. Vanguard deployed the Force Guard and Spider Eyes, but I have them over here, along with a unit that I did Vanguard deploy. I'm pretty sure I Vanguard deployed them. No, I didn't. For some reason, I thought they could Vanguard. Oh, they can. Yeah, they can Vanguard deploy. I knew they could. Goblin Wolf Rat is over here, and my opponent is playing as the Empire, led by Balthazar Gelt, and he has let's see, he has a lot of stuff actually. Staff of Valance, along with Living Metal Potion, which I guess is pretty good. I mean, it really is mostly useful when you send him into battle, and it's Balthazar Gelt. You don't really want to do that with him. Stand Your Ground, always a useful buff to give. Arcane Conduit, because anyone who knows this game knows how much of a battery Balthazar Gelt is. Transmutation of Lead, along with Final Transmutation, which even in the vanilla game is an amazingly powerful spell. In this, it's even better. And a Glittering Robe as well. Gehenna's Golden Hounds, Imperial Tactics, and Metal Shifting as well. I'm pretty sure that's it. No, he's gonna hold the line. That's right. He also has the Steam Tank over here, which is just an insanely good unit. Well, not in the vanilla game, not so much, but in vanilla and in SFO it is. And these 2 units are actually the only ones I could see right from the beginning of the match. Everything else was deployed in the forest. I couldn't see any of it. On this flank, he has a unit of Flagellants here, which with the Dryrains reskin mod actually carries swords. Every once in a while you'll see one with them with the swords over here and there. Oh, there we go. This one has 2 actually. They don't normally have those. Just a little thing there. It's those little things that really make the game, in my opinion. Which, if anyone from Creative Assembly ever watches this, please give us command teams for the units. We really need those. Another unit of Flagellants over here, along with some Sigmar's Sons, which with the Dryrains reskin mod look absolutely astounding. They really should have looked like this right from the start. And it looks like with his infantry line, he knew he was going to win the infantry fight. There's no way you're going to win the infantry fight against the Greenskins since he got black when he plays the Empire. It's just not going to happen. So he decided to go with infantry who were unbreakable. That way, no matter what, they would fight to the last, and he could just get off flanking attacks with units like the Royal Outdwarf Griffites here, with that beautiful model the beautiful looking model they have here. I absolutely love the way these guys look. And they are also, as anyone who's fought them in multiplayer before knows, they are an extremely powerful unit. Probably the best in the entire roster of the Empire. And he also had this deployed way in the back. Zittler's Reichsguard. I had no idea they were back there for pretty much the entire fight until they came closing in. So they're gonna be running up behind me for a while now. Anyways, as I was moving in, I accidentally got too close to his Royal Outdoor Griffites, and they started chasing my Force Goblin Spider Riders. They'll get away, but it came a little close. He didn't want to get too close to my Night Goblins and Spears. Over here, I decided to charge into his Flagellants from the rear. That charge looked really nasty, but it's only Goblin Wolf Riders. They're not going to do a whole lot against Flagellants. In fact, in a head-on fight, they'll probably lose. I'm moving my men up here, trying to get within range of Balthazar Gelt and the steam tank. And I was surprised the steam tank hadn't fired any shots at this point. I guess it was because of this ridge here. You couldn't see any of my troops. And I pulled my Goblin Wolf Riders out because I saw they were taking a lot of damage. Like I said, they're not going to win this fight, but they can at least hold the Flagellants off for a while. There we go. We got his infantry moving out of the forest now. There's a Flagellants right there. And the Sigmar Sons. I don't think he was expecting me to bring an entire force of Black Orcs. Oh. As you probably noticed, I didn't activate Y yet. It's a bit of a mistake on my part. That Gehenna's Golden Hound kind of went to waste right there. But he's got a whole bunch of spells going off. Transmutation of Lead. The Gehenna's Golden Hound back there. And I'll probably stand your ground right there. Oh, I even noticed he used the Glittering Robe and stand your ground. I didn't notice that. But, yeah. So far, this fight's going pretty well for me, I'd say. Just because the Flagellants can't really do much to my Black Orcs, so it's pretty much guaranteed to lose that fight. I was holding my Immortals back just in case I needed them in somewhere else. And I got these Goblins. Honestly, I was expecting more cav. It's the Empire, so you kind of expect cav. So I was expecting way more cav than I was seeing. Like from them right there. Oh, dang it! I missed the beautiful charge that these Force Goblin Spider Riders did. It was an absolutely amazing charge. I wish I got that. But I was moving the Immortals down here to go and fight the Royal Outdoor Griffites, and then I noticed I finally saw Zilla's Reichsguard moving in. So I moved the Crimson Killers in to deal with them. And here, let's get a view of this charge. Yeah, the Zilla's Reichsguard are good, but in a direct fight, the Immortals will definitely win that. Not the Crimson Killers. Well, I guess you call them the Immortals. That's basically what they are. And my opponent does a really good job of keeping them away from my main lines. He's moving those Zilla's Reichsguard all over the place. I got Grimgor over here, trying to get him in to fight the steam tank. Because I have so many buffs for Grimgor in this fight, he can easily defeat this steam tank. He bring it right down. And one thing you'll notice, if you play SFO, is that Grimgor has his mass increased. It's actually as high as the trolls in this. So he does not get tossed around like a ragdoll like he does in the vanilla. So he's way better in SFO just because of that. And these Black Orcs are kind of in a tough spot. Got the Royal Outdoor Griffites right here, and Zilla's Reichsguard. Luckily I was able to force my opponent out of there though. These Crimson Killers, they spend pretty much the entire game chasing down the Zilla's Reichsguard. Oh, we got some Flagellants moving in right here. Not the best charges, but with Zilla's Reichsguard in there though, that makes it a good deal better. And I'm still dealing with these Sigmar Suns over here. They are not going down. It takes forever to finally bring these guys down, even with Blackhawks. And fighting alongside the Night Goblins. There's still a lot of Griffite stuck here. Wow. But yeah, it takes forever to bring these Sigmar Suns down. They eventually go down, but... And so there was no ranged units for either side in this battle. So I had nothing to deal with Balthazar Gelt while he was up in the air. Nothing to offer any kind of pressure on him. Here we go. Like I said, these guys spend the entire battle just chasing down the Zimmer's Reichsguard. Anyways, here we got the steam tanks now fleeing to the forest, and at this point, my opponent he tells a little bit of a fib here. He told me he had healing in the woods here, like a lore of life wizard hiding in the forest. And I decided to stop chasing the steam tank because I had more problems to deal with. I didn't want to bother trying to chase down here, and I definitely didn't want to bother sending troops to find down the lore of life wizard, which ended up not actually being there. But, oh, a beautiful Gehenna's Hounds right there. Absolutely tearing apart my Black Orcs. Yeah, that guy did a lot of damage. I get my Black Orcs out of there, but not before I lose quite a few of them. Yeah, that did a lot of damage. And I popped. That's actually the second time Wall got popped. It got popped twice in this battle. In fact, I remember, I think I might have popped it 3 times. Maybe not. But I know I popped it at least twice. This would be number 2. Now, what we got? There's Grimgor. Yeah, Grimgor's with that Gitsnik, gave him that plus 25 bonus versus large. He can deal with the he can deal with the Warlock of Griffites, no problem. I'm sorry, I got a little bit of hiccups right now. Ooh. And here we got the Immortals, well, Crimson Killers, still chasing down the Zimmer's Reichsguard. But with the Night Goblin Spears, we should be able to do it. And if I remember right, I believe I had someone else joining in. Where are they? I know I had another unit that I decided to send after them. But, where are they? Can't see them. I know I sent the Force Goblin Spirals over there. Yeah, there they are. I ended up deciding to send these Force Goblin Spirals to deal with the Zimmer's Reichsguard. In a direct fight, they can't beat them, but they can definitely slow them down. In fact, this is probably my favorite unit in the entire Greenskin roster, these guys. I absolutely adore them. Not only do the other models really cool, but they are so useful. They can punch so much, so high above their weight. There's a lot of really powerful units that they can take care of. Not a direct fight, but they can just set you up for the win. Here we go. They got the Zimmer's Reichsguard trying in there again. I don't know if the taking the anti-large Night Goblins was really mattered all that much, but it does give them an increased chance to hit and increase damage against them, against the Zimmer's Reichsguard. So I'd say it probably did a little bit. There we go. We got the Force Goblin Spirals moving in behind them. I end up losing micro on them for just this little moment here, which allowed the Zimmer's Reichsguard to almost get away. It came close. They almost got away. But luckily, my Force Goblin Spirals were able to get in there. The decrease to their speed from that poison, that was really hurting them here. And those Sigmar Suns finally went down. Finally got them out of the way. The Zimmer's Reichsguard, they're pretty much out of this fight at this point. Even my opponent basically gave up on them. So all he really has left is the Steam Tank and Balthazar Gelt. Which, Balthazar Gelt, as you can probably guess, doesn't stand a chance against any of this. So it's really on the Steam Tank. And it's on its last legs. At this point, the battle's pretty much over. And here we go. Might as well fast forward from here. And yeah, I've pretty much got the win in the bag. The Steam Tank keeps fighting because, you know, unbreakable, but yeah, there it goes. And Balthazar Gelt routes right there. And yeah, that was the fight. So, yeah, it was a good game to my opponent. I think the only the only thing that my opponent didn't really do anything wrong here. It's just I ended up taking a full line of Black Orcs. With the ability he had, there was really nothing he could do to fight that. The only thing he had that could really damage them all that much was Balthazar Gelt's spells, like Hitler's Hounds. I did a lot, as well as the World Outdoor Griffites in the Steam Tank, and there's just too many Black Orcs for them to deal with. Let's see. Yeah, these Force Golem Spirals got 63 kills. That's actually really good considering what they were going up against. And the Night Goblins didn't do too much. Neither the Goblin Wolf Riders, but they weren't really supposed to. Grimgor only got 14 kills, but that was almost all of that was against the World Outdoor Griffites and Zittler's Rice God. He basically fought nothing but them in the Steam Tank. And then we got the Black Orcs, who, with the exception of this unit, all did pretty well. The Crimson Killers could have done better, but they were chasing down the Zittler's Rice God the whole time. I was really worried about those Rice God. If they got on my flank and hit me hard in the rear, they could have won the battle. But luckily I was able to keep them down with the Crimson Killers. Anyways, I had a lot of fun going up against King of the Fools with that match. And I'm really looking forward to going up against him in the future. If you liked the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Have a good day.